Hi everyone and welcome to this video. I'm going to be doing some baking today, and the things I'm baking are perfect for Valentine's Day or any time of year really, so stay tuned and I hope you enjoy. The ingredients lists and recipes are located in the description box. If you recreate any of these tempting treats, then make sure to use the hashtag #VDayBakingWithSoph because I would love to see them. Let's start with these delicious You Melt My Heart cookies. For these cookies you will need 85 grams of self-raising flour, 65 grams of corn flour, 110 grams of butter, 25 grams of icing sugar and a little bit of vanilla extract. This recipe has to be the easiest biscuit recipe ever. All you do is pour the ingredients into a food processor, and if you don't have one of those you can just use an electric whisk, and you're just going to mix them all up together, and that is all you have to do. I like to start this off by just using the pulse function on the food processor and then just turning it on to a low setting. And what you're waiting for is the colour of the mixture to turn yellow. So you can see it's turning yellow now, and then you just stop. This is what your mixture should look like now. All you need to do now is get a little bit of mixture, sort of squash it together and make it into a ball, and then just flatten the ball and put it on a baking tray with baking parchment on top. Once you've used up all your mixture, just get a wet fork and press it into the top of the cookies, and this is just going to give them nice ridges in the top. These need to be baked at 160 degrees C for about 15 to 18 minutes, and then they will be perfect. While they're cooking, we can make the icing. You'll need 25 grams of butter, 65 grams of icing sugar, some red food colouring and some vanilla extract. Using an electric whisk, just beat the butter around the bowl a little bit until it's nice and soft. You can then add in the icing sugar, and I like to use a spatula just to sort of fold it in and it doesn't make as much mess. And this is what your icing should look like, and you can colour it however you want. When your cookies come out of the oven, they should look a little something like this, and you know if they're done when you sort of break one in half and it breaks easily and it's all cooked through. To sandwich the cookies together, use a knife to spread the icing on one of them, and then choose one of a similar size to put on top. And this is what they should look like. I had some dough left over, so I made heart-shaped ones as well. Now let's make some healthy heart-shaped strawberries. There is no cooking necessary in this. You just want to get some strawberries and a knife and a heart-shaped cutter. Cut the strawberry down the centre, and you'll see how I've done that here. And then press the heart-shaped cookie cutter into the strawberry until you get a beautiful heart-shaped strawberry. I think these are perfect just to have in a bowl or to decorate the cupcakes with, anything like that. They are just gorgeous. Oh my gosh, how good do these look? For these delicious cupcakes you will need 150 grams of plain flour, 150 grams of caster sugar, 120 ml of buttermilk, 20 grams of cocoa powder, 60 grams of butter, an egg, some white vinegar, which I know is random but you need it, some bicarb of soda, some red food colouring and a little bit of vanilla extract. Start off by whisking the butter and the sugar together until they are light and fluffy. Next, add in the egg and then whisk that together. In a separate bowl, combine the cocoa powder, food colouring and vanilla extract, and then add that into the main mixture. It's supposed to form a paste, but mine didn't. So next pour in the buttermilk, and you can just whisk it as you're pouring it in. You're supposed to do this alternately with the flour, but I couldn't be bothered and mine turned out brilliantly, if I say so myself. Your mixture should now look very wet, a bit like this. Now it's time to add the flour. You're supposed to fold this in, but I just mixed it. YOLO. Your mixture should now look like this. When you add the bicarbonate of soda and vinegar together, they will froth up loads, and then you're going to add that into the main cake mix. This will leave your cakes with loads and loads of bubbles in them, and then when they're cooked they'll be nice and light and airy and delicious. P.S. Don't worry, this won't make your cakes taste horrible. This is what your final mixture will look like, and can we just check out this really cool editing? Okay, now you need to put some cake cases in a cake tin, and I'm using these really pretty foil ones. After that you need to find something to evenly distribute the cake mixture into the cake cases, and I just use a tablespoon, but you could use an ice cream scoop or anything like that, or just a spoon. Make sure you use up all of your mixture. They need to go into the oven at 170 degrees Celsius for about 20 to 25 minutes. This icing is incredibly easy and delicious. You'll need 50 grams of butter, 125 grams of cream cheese and 300 grams of icing sugar. In the same way as we did with the biscuits, you just want to mix the butter and the icing sugar together. Oh my gosh, I made so much mess doing this, as you can see. But this icing, or frosting if you're in America, is just so worth it. Add in the cream cheese, and then you can just mix it all together and then give it a good whisk. This icing is truly delicious and it complements the cupcakes so well. It should now look a little something like this. If you want it to be thicker, just add some more icing sugar. To ice the cupcakes, I just used a piping bag and a star nozzle, and then I sprinkled on some pink glitter sugar. You can even use one of the strawberries we made earlier and put that on top. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you try out any of these recipes, then make sure to post them online with the hashtag #VDayBakingWithSoph, and I can't wait to see them. Thanks for watching, bye! Mwah.